What's going on, Apex Legends fans? We are back again and we are at it with some more Apex news. Guys, today we are going to be doing tips to improve in Apex. And I actually hope this video can help a lot of you out there because you know what? I'm not trying to say that I'm the best person in Apex because I am way far from it. But you know what? These are some tips that I've actually given myself and I want to give back to you guys because I know that they could probably help you throughout your gameplay. So guys, once again, let's go ahead and get at it. If you're new, hit that subscribe button. Hey, you know what? A subscribe can go a long ways and it does mean the world. So don't be shy. Go ahead and hit the subscribe button. Also guys, make sure you drop a like on the video because those likes, they do mean the world and they put a smile on my face. And if you want to bring yourself some extra good luck in these tips and get your grind on in Apex, hit the like button because I know it could help out. Also, guys, be sure that you ring that bell because if that bell is not dinging, guess what? Then you're missing out on all of the lit content right here on YouTube from the TrippyMELMEL channel. So make sure that the like and the sub and the bell is all on at the same time. Let's get at it, guys. All right, tip number one to improve in Apex is going to be your own leader, guys. Whatever you do, don't run around trying to worry about what your teammates are doing or where they're going. Now, I'm not telling you to run off and leave them. By far, all means, please don't run off and leave your teammates. But whatever you do, you've got to be your own leader at the game. You can't run around and follow somebody else's footsteps and think things are going to be okay and that you're actually going to, you know, just make it off of their gameplay and all that because it's not the way Apex works. So please be your own leader. Moving on to number two, which is recoil. Guys, you've got to learn the recoil patterns on each gun. So what I would advise you is, you know, throughout this whole video as we play here, you're going to see different little demonstrations and all that, but go to the firing range, you know, and choose different guns. Be sure that, you know, you got your impact marks on, which will show you how to do that. And also, you can do that straight from your settings. So go to the wall, you know, of any wall that you choose in there and shoot at it, you know. Take a screenshot or a pic and then turn that picture upside down. And then guess what? That's the recoil pattern, the exact one that you need to put into your gun stick if you want perfect recoil on that weapon. You just got to remember that, okay? The pattern doesn't have to be the exact same, guys, you know, because half the time it's probably not going to be. So practice recoil on each gun. I promise you it will help you. Now, it's going to be a little off, you know, to the left or to the right, but just keep practicing. Number three, don't be weird or stupid in the game. Like, this is not Call of Duty. Please don't be camping, you know, run around the map, shoot people, work as a team, stop climbing in the freaking mountains, sitting in the trees, waiting, you know, or all of that crap. And please don't go set on the mobile respawn beacon, you know, like some people I know and think you're cool when you look really stupid squatted down on top of it thinking people aren't going to see you. So just please don't be weird. Number four, learn to loot fast, okay? So, you know, it's all about getting in there, you know, and the moment you jump out of that ship, you start moving at a fast pace and all that. The slower you are at the game, then you know what? 9 times out of 10, somebody's going to pop you from, you know, far out. But also, other people are, you know what I'm saying? Sometimes it can be grimy as far as like randoms. They're going to take all the loot, and then when it's time for you to pop off on somebody, you're not going to have anything. And something else I want to remind you of, just because you see a purple or a gold, you know, loot bin, does not mean that that's the one that you have to go get. Don't be selfish throughout the game. You know what? I play with somebody to this day at times, and this person, I'm not going to mention any names, thinks that, you know what, just because you shoot somebody that and if they got a gold, you know, loot bin, they got to run out there and get it because, oh, why? They had a red or a gold vest and I got to be the one to get it. Guys, don't be, you know, selfish. Learn to use other weapons throughout the game because that's what's going to be important to you is learning how to use, you know, other guns and all that to be able to be better at Apex. Because if you don't, you know, if you only use one gun, then guess what? That's, you know, your favorite gun, which is the 99 or the 301. So you know what that means? That you're only going to know how to use those guns whenever it comes time to defend yourself. And you don't want it to be like that. So please get used to all the other guns as well. Number five, you know, guys, you've got to know when to fight or when to hold your own. You've got to make sure to know when to get the time down, perfect. Now, if you hear footsteps or you get scanned at a close distance, then you need to run instantly. And it's not because you're scared or you need to get away. Every second does count in this game. You can stand and fight, but this could mean what? You also die. You may be a Pathfinder and you can grapple out of this situation, and that's really good. But not everybody's going to be a Pathfinder in every situation. So learn to know how to fight with your legend and, know your legend strength on, when you can, stand in the middle of the open and, when you can take certain shots or when you can't take certain shots. But it's your job to find out, when you're weak, when you're not weak, and all of that. So you got to practice, with different characters. That way, the strengths and how things, go. But, if you've been hit, don't just, squat down, pop a corner somewhere, and then pop a shield, because they're expecting you to do that. You need to take a peek back out at the person that just shot you and fire back at them when they least expect it, because half the time people are not expecting you to do this. So you know what? That's going to be a great time for you to fire back off at somebody. All right, number 6, aiming is very important. So if you don't hit your shots, what does that mean? You won't get any damage. So aiming is muscle memory, guys. Think about it like that, okay? If it's in the back of your head, then guess what? It's a muscle memory. So look at it like this. You need to focus on the ADS and, worry about sensitivity in this game. So go into your settings and drop your ADS and, your look sensitivity down to 3 and try to get comfortable. Work your way up, but only go up one at a time. So let's just say if you started at 2, work your way up to 3, work your way up to 4, you know what I'm saying? And then, just keep going up higher. When you hit the one that's actually too fast for you, then you have found the one that is actually the right one for you. That means you need to go back down to the one right before the one that moves fast, because that's the one that you need to be at. Now you'll see your hip fire is a little higher than your ADS, and you don't need sensitivity to be fast when you're shooting, guys. Remember that. So once you find the one, that you're comfortable with, do not change it, guys. No matter what, do not change it. Now, if you're on a controller, in my opinion, I have found that it is better on low. So, if it's lower, then, try to stay in the middle one, around 4 or 5 if you're on controller, because sometimes it turns out to be better in that situation. All right, moving on, number 7, don't ADS up close. Now, if you're wondering what ADS is, it just means aim down sight. I'm the world's worst with this, and I'm telling myself this as well. Now, you want to hip fire because you want the movement speed. When you ADS, you lose that speed, so keep that in mind. Yes, ADS is more accurate, but you'll be harder to hit with hip fire. You want to learn to shoot, then you can ADS it. The moment that you start shooting, let it be hip fire and then bring in your ADS. Because, you want to learn the recoil, and that's where, recoil comes in at. So let's say that with me, my favorite guns are the Volt, the 301, the 99, and the Flatline. Now, recoil control is simple. If it kicks up, then you'll move your joystick, just a little to the right. I guess the best way to explain it is the right joystick goes down. Now, if it kicks to the right, then of course, you want to make sure that you compensate by going to the left, with your right thumbstick. So, just practice and compensate, practice and compensate. That's all you got to do. The line won't be straight all the time, guys. So try to counter it. It'll spread because they all have different recoil patterns. Every single gun does. Now, if you're on PC, if you'll lower your graphics as low as possible, so you don't, that way that you get the most frames per second. And keep in mind, the more frames per second, the better it'll help you out in the long run. Now, having 144 hertz monitor, it helps in this situation, because if your monitor is 60 hertz, then it kind of hurts you, because 144 to 60, is it smoother? Nope. The latency kind of gets decreased a lot, so it becomes kind of bad. Now, if you're on PS4 or on Xbox, it probably doesn't matter to you in this situation, but if you're on a newer gen console, you will see a big difference here, okay? So just always keep that in the back of your mind. Now, let's move on to number 8 here. 1v1 in the firing range with a friend always helps, all right? So go in, to the firing range and take a partner with you, maybe 15 to 20 minutes before each game or stream, whatever you guys are going to do, and just practice with each other. You know what I'm saying? It doesn't matter if that person's good, that person's bad. It can help you in this situation, I promise you. So just go in, practice with them, or just maybe a couple of times a week, whatever it will, that'll help you get this situation in gear. Now, if you're like some people and you don't have friends to play this game with, go in as Pathfinder. Make sure that you drop your gun, you drop your bullets the moment you go in. Go all the way over to the left as soon as you spawn into the firing range. The third little cubby hole over there. Go all the way to the back of it. Yes, like she said, guys. Anyways, you want to turn around, face up at the little cubby hole, the little top tier racks up there, and you want to grapple yourself up there. Now, when you get to the top of the rack, you want to look straight down. Yeah, like he said. Anyways, you want to, whenever you're looking down, you want to go into click the settings button, the little option if you're on controller, and you want to change your legend while you're looking down. You'll hear a clink sound. When you hear that clink sound, guess what? The dummies, you know what? AI is ready to roll, and they are called dummies for a reason. Please keep that in mind. Now, is their movement the best? Absolutely not. Will they fight you back? Yes. The dummies will fight back. But you know what? This is, great for you because it will help you with movement, your control, your aim, your accuracy, even tracking. But guys, most of all, this is where muscle memory comes in at, okay? So you want to remember to always shoot from the chest and above. All right, guys, chest and above. So get in there and practice, with somebody and make sure that things are going smooth. That way you give yourself the extra help. Now, number 9, please don't be nervous, okay? If it's you against all 3 or the last team and you choke it, you're so nervous as to what's happening and it's causing you to die, then, you know what I'm saying? Try to, get in there and just act like that, you're not nervous and focus on the game, Try to make sure that the only thing on the line here is your improvement. Don't be nervous. You know what? Just focus on what you need to focus on to become a better player. Just because you die like I am right now doesn't mean that you've got to be nervous and, just freak out and all that. But anyways, guys, I hope all of these tips have helped you out. Right here at the end of the video, I will show you guys exactly about going into the firing range, and checking everything out. So, you know what? Just stick around and check out how we went into the firing range, how I shot up. I'll show you a little bit of the accuracy, the recoil, and, just give you some tips and stuff like that we talked about throughout all of these tips. But guys, I hope you've enjoyed today's video. And I hope you've understood everything that's went on. And guys, I've had a blast. As always, I'll be bringing you a lot more Apex videos and more tips and just regular gameplay. If there's any tips or advice or anything that you need from me, hey, be sure to hit me up, guys. And as always, stay cool. Rugrats, keep those bottles up. Keep grinding out there, legends, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button, drop a like, and as always, make sure them notifications are on, and we'll see you on the next one. Remember, Trippy up, baby. Peace out, Rugrats.
What we do here is go back.